Good afternoon, everyone. Absolutely brilliant to have you all here. This is not a virtual background, but I am in the ballroom of Hedza House. This is the venue I started with my brothers about 15 years ago. It's been an amazing family adventure from a disused training centre. This room was once a sort of office training centre for ICL Computers, an old computer company. We restored it over the years. These chandeliers were luckily put up the week of my wedding by coincidence. So we had our beautiful wedding. I got married in this room 7 years ago. We're very excited to have you all here and to kick off for our wedding market update. So this is November. Thank you for many of you who've joined numerous of these now. I hope it can be as helpful as possible. I'm the founder of Bridebook and also the founder of a wedding venue called Hedza House, where I'm standing now. I want to help you all get ready for engagement season. This is our handbook. But first of all, with all these sessions, a massive welcome to 86 new wedding businesses that have joined the UK wedding industry this month. A massive welcome to you all joining one of the most exciting industries in the world, and wishing you all luck with your new businesses. But the goal of this session is to talk about engagement season. I'm going to quickly talk through what is engagement season, or when is engagement season, and then how to prepare for it through 3 different ways I'm going to chat about, and then preparing yourself for being out the office over this holiday period, which is this extremely busy period. So I will dive in. So when is engagement season? It's starting very soon. So 35 to 40% of all engagements, all marriage proposals, happen between December and February, and over a quarter of them happen at Christmas. Okay, so this huge wave of new couples. There are a lot of people out there buying engagement rings or asking for parents' blessings over the next few weeks, and then they'll be down on one knee any minute. And that's where this huge wave of engagements happen over the Christmas period and up until Valentine's Day. And then from that, the first thing couples need to do is, or will be asked by friends, is setting their date. Setting their date means they need to go and find and book their venue, set their date, and then start finding their suppliers. And this creates this huge momentum in the industry. 11%, 1 in 9 engagements happen on Christmas Day itself. 22% happen over just those 3 days of Christmas. So if more than a fifth of all couples for your bookings for next year or the year after are going to kick off from those days. And that's what you want to be ready for. And you'll see this this is Google's traffic. You'll see this time of year, our ballroom's empty today because it's November and it's quiet. This is the quietest time of the year, and then you'll see it absolutely spikes up, and we see it on Bridebook, our biggest acquisition days of the year. Always the number of couples signing up is that week of Christmas to New Year, and then the busiest weekends are those first January weekends when people suddenly have some time on their hands and know, right, we've got a wedding to plan and want to get organized, and every family member's asking them about it, so the momentum just builds. So this is what's coming up very shortly. This is where taking some time now over the next few weeks to get ready to make the most of this moment to secure what should be 35 to 40% of your bookings over those following weeks for the year ahead, or from this cohort of couples coming through. So it's immensely important time. So it's 40 days until Christmas, 28 work days to prepare. So go for it. That's quite a bit of time, or not a lot of time, however you want to look at it. But plenty of things to do before then, and that's what I want to talk through. So prepare by enabling couples to connect with you, okay? And there's connection on a digital way, but more we're talking about on that personal connection. Couples want to have personal connection. We help plan over 180,000 weddings this year on Bridebook. So we have thousands and thousands of couples. That's just in the UK. And we survey them all. We have an amazing report coming out in the near future. Personal connection is so important for couples. They're putting their trust in you for their wedding day. On their actual wedding day, they have very little control of the day. The momentum's already begun, and they're there trusting, are you going to arrive on time? Are you going to deliver my vision? Can I rely that if there's a problem, you're going to deal with it? Am I going to feel comfortable around you? Am I going to feel, all those different dimensions? That's what they're trying to read into when they're starting conversations with you and choosing who to book with. When you look through here on the right, the second and third most important things are, do they feel comfortable with that person when booking a photographer, and the personality of them? And that's above their portfolio and above their cost, okay? This is thousands of couples, over 4,000 couples is the sample size, really valid data. So building that personal connection and showing it off. And in a digital world, it's hard. You won't always, very rarely until they're down to the final decision, will you be maybe meeting in person. You want to show that personality as early as you can. And there are three key ways we see, or I'm going to group a couple of these, 4 key actions, about 3 sections we're going to talk through, of building trust and connection with your couples. So over these next 40 days, I'd highly encourage you to think of these areas and how you can put these into all the media, all your outreach, all your sort of global footprint, storefront, online presence, however you want to think about it, thinking of these moments to prove and grow connection and prove trust. So the first one, this is on recent photos and social proof. I'm going to talk through this. The next is on your personality. Final one's on your pricing structure. We'll break into each of these. So prioritize your summer follow-ups for recent photos and social proof, okay? So you've just done all this wonderful work over the summer. The way to make the most of it is now reach out to your couples and ask to share their recent photos and of weddings you've hosted and been part of. And that can be on your social media, tagging each other. It can be on Bridebook, uploading real weddings. It can be on your website. This is on Headset. We have a category, a section on the site showing off real weddings. This is what couples want to look at. They want to see that recency and see, oh, I want that photo to be of me, or I can see into this business's personality. And on Bridebook, you can upload your real weddings. You can tag suppliers. So if you're a photographer, you can upload real weddings. And then on that venue's profile, couples looking at the venue will be able to see your real weddings of that profile. And you can do that. All suppliers can do that. So if you're a florist, you can upload those photos. That helps couples have that confidence. They're finding someone that knows their venue, or they're looking at the venue and saying, oh, I'm thinking of getting married in November. What does it look like? Building all that confidence in them. So a big shout out, just the last 30 days. Well done, Andy Kerr, with our bronze medal, everybody does that. He's added 16 real weddings onto his private profile this month. Wedding photography by Jenny, you've added 18. And Derek Anson, you're our winner. You've added 23. And those 23 venues will now be populating driving traffic directly to your site, getting you in front of the venues that you've worked at, showing off all your experience. The next is the concept of social proof. Again, this is a psychological concept that people are influenced in their decision-making by others. So that concept of when you see a stamp of approval that, one of these royal seals on sometimes a jam, or seeing logos, once you see the L logo, once you see logos and proof, that gives you confidence. If someone else has vetted this and giving the thumbs up, I have more confidence than if I'm just trying to judge it on my own. And the number one way to do this in the wedding industry is your reviews, okay? The social proof couples look for is reviews. And again, from all our data, we see couples will read 37 venue reviews on average. They will read 18 photographer reviews on average. It's that sort of number where they say, well, I like the look of this. I'm liking their everything I'm seeing. Can I trust it? How can I go and verify this? This modern world, especially with millennial and Gen Z couples, they're used to going and checking reviews. Reviews are prolific on the web now, and them going and seeking that out. And the best thing you can do from all your hard work of all your weddings is to ask for reviews, reaching out to your couples, and who you doubtlessly have done a wonderful job for, an effort for, and create this incredible memory, getting in return a wonderful review that you can then make the most of on uploading it on your private profile, on your social media, on your website, printing it out and having a guest book. We have one at the front of the house, so couples can read all these reviews. In our office just behind here, we have all the postcards from and thank you cards from all our couples that have said thank you. It's amazing, motivational for the team. Making the most of those reviews is incredibly powerful for getting your next couples and building their trust and connection. So a quick shout out to Audley's Wood Hotel, who've got 25-star reviews in the last 30 days. The Barns at Lodge Fine at 25, and Mark Dilbo Photography, who's got the most 5-star reviews added in the last 30 days with 28, which is really amazing. Obviously on a wonderful push. If you look at these testimonials, just so powerful to see. And couples, seeing Mark was absolutely amazing. He put me at ease straight away. When we were just looking at those couples' preferences, saying the second most important thing is to feel comfortable with a person. Reading that from someone else immediately gives that confidence. You're going to feel comfortable around Mark. So really well done. Awards are a great way to capitalize on social proof as well. So a quick shout out, the Bridebook, Best of Bridebook Awards are now open. This is where, as you collect reviews, we will give you awards. You get a platinum award if you've had over 15 5-star reviews this year on Bridebook, a gold award if you've got more than 10, and a silver award if you get more than 5. And we will give you that award. That's something you can show off. You can frame it, put it on your website to help you enhance your social proof, and something to be immensely proud of. And there are other wonderful awards around where you can have that third-party stamp of approval to show off, to help couples distinguish who should I be trusting, who should I go to. Next up is weaving into your story your personality, adding personality. It's a digital world again. We're in the most human industry of all. They want to know, who's going to be by my side as I get ready, taking photos of me, or who can I trust, who am I going to enjoy chatting and planning my wedding with, and have some amazing experience designing my wedding menu, or helping think of what my wedding bouquet is going to be like. They want to know that's going to be a really fun experience. It's not just the day. They think of that whole experience and want to enjoy every moment. And personality is really important to that. So think of ways to show off your personality and authenticity across all your channels, across all your media. Now, on your website, telling your story behind your business. On your social media, going a bit behind the scenes and revealing who you are. We're not a cake, we're a cake maker. Here's our story, how I got into cakes. Here's here's a cake I made today and why I'm so excited about it. That's magnetizing. People love storytelling. Storytelling is the most powerful marketing method in the world. And we're in this industry full of stories. Every wedding's like the ultimate story of people's lives. So make the most of that. Think of ways, on your Bridebook profile, you can add photos. We also have an introduction. You can add a photo of yourself. You can talk about yourself. We have FAQ questions, which are really fun questions. What's your favorite things about working in the wedding industry? And we see couples when they're going deep, they're trying to find who's the right person for me. Taking that time to fill that all in brings this massive confidence to couples. So I'd highly encourage that. The best way to get to check your personality, just ask a friend to review stuff, and they will often say, "Oh, this feels a very sort of formal version of yourself." And actually, we're in this very a close relationship with your suppliers. It doesn't need to be that formal, like trying to open up, having a photo of you and your dog, or about your family. We're a family business, and we talk a lot about stories about us. It's all of us as family sitting in a big oak tree, which I actually proposed underneath about 300 meters away. That sort of depth and reality makes you stand out versus, oh, I'll just buy a cake from a supermarket. Like that is not the experience the vast majority of people want. They want to have this amazing experience with an expert and show off yourself, and show off as a cake tasting with you is going to be a ton of fun. All those different parts of your wedding. And also going behind the scenes, as I said, they're the people who are going to be there. If you look at reviews, you'll most often see, especially with venues, we see this, all the reviews start talking about the names of the people who are actually involved in the wedding, team members. It's one of the things we're most proud of at HEDSA. And they're saying, oh, this person did such a fantastic job, this did, much more than actually the venue itself. And showing off these personalities, introducing who's behind the scenes, who's making the grounds look amazing, who is your chef team, or things like that, is a chance to really connect with people on a much deeper level. And that gets you down that journey of, oh, I'm just browsing on the internet, or, oh, I love, I want this person in my team, like being part of the best day of my life. You want to race down and shorten that journey as much as you can. And that's where, showing off yourself is really powerful. And social media is wonderful this as well. Showing stories behind the scenes is very real. telling a story, as I've just said, make it a bit more chatty, build that rapport. They've seen, this photographer we were interviewing the other day, seen a massive change. So most improved profiles are quick shout outs. The most improved profiles on Bridebook in the last 30 days. Well done too. Big cheers. Little Cake Company, Chef J, Jen Hunter, CMA Events, Little Bevan, Paintings by Josh, In the Meadow, Elizabeth Ann Norris, well done you. The Southern Teepee Company, OH Suit Hire, Dave Colburn, Saks, Purple Lizard Photos, what a great business name. Alison Ann, Marry Me by Amaretti, Something Blue Wedding Car Hire, and Adam Does Weddings. And on to 3 venues, the Crown Hotel in Boroughbridge, the Feathers at Helmsley, and Revolution Cheltenham. Well done, all of you, getting this wonderful depth of your profile, showing about yourselves. That's how we measure profile score. That helps you move up on the Bridebook algorithms. That helps you get in front of couples. The reason you get higher is because couples want to see this information. The only reason we want you to put this information is because couples want it, and they have a better experience, and you have a better experience. It's completely symbiotic. Helps you get matched much better to couples, and all of that. So fill up your profile, and it'll help you enormously. And that's what it's all there for. So on that final third piece was optimizing your pricing strategy. So before engagement season, especially as you look into 2024, and even you should be setting your pricing for 2025, many couples, the majority of couples who get engaged now, their summer date will actually be in 2025, not 2024. So you want to be closing out and selling the very last of your dates of 2024. If you've got gaps, prioritize selling them as soon as possible, because that time is ticking down very fast. But get your pricing right. We've got a pricing masterclass. Email us if you've never seen that, hello@bridebook.com, or with your account manager, they can send you this. Doing a pricing grid to have dynamic pricing to help you sell your January Tuesdays as well as your August Saturdays. And getting couples moving into the midweek is really powerful for your business to be able to sell an increasing number of dates and help you keep Saturdays, which are obviously the most popular day. More than half of weddings this year haven't happened on a Saturday, and that's for the first time. So solve your midweek pricing and show off your pricing. People often withhold their pricing and think, no, I prefer an inquiry and then deal with it. The modern couple does not want that. We see suppliers who show off their pricing get 4 times the number of inquiries. If you want on any modern marketplace and it didn't show you pricing, you'd just run away. You'd think something's shady. If you were on Just Eat or Deliveroo and a restaurant said, we're not going to show you our pricing, or an airline or anything, they're just like, this feels really strange. And that's what these couples are used to now, and modern couples. So show off your pricing. It helps them filter. It helps you not have time wasters, really. And then you can talk to them, and there's still the chance to move them around or upsell or show them different options. But again, not showing your pricing undermines a huge amount of trust with couples. And we'd highly recommend, we see from all our data, it's vastly more effective to show your pricing. And we already see this just as a venue we're chatting with recently. I can tell you the difference of having it all out there, being very transparent, has definitely resulted in much more qualified leads and a lot more time wasted on my end. So, that's what we're looking for. We allow you to break down your pricing really clearly. Couples can filter pricing on Bridebook. We can help match you on pricing. You can target couples on pricing. So I'd highly recommend it. And finally, prepare for being out the office. So well done, everyone, for having an immensely busy year. It's been a very long year for everyone. And I know it's off the back of the crazy busy year last year, off the back of COVID. COVID years were tough as well. So everyone deserves an amazing relax at Christmas. And I hope you all have that lined up. But annoyingly, of course, that's the busiest time for inquiries. So getting ready to and setting your systems up over the next 40 days so you can respond quickly, so you're not waiting a long amount of time. And we spoke about this previously, last month's wedding update. Harvard did an amazing study. If you respond to a couple within 2 hours versus 48 hours, you are 70 times more likely to get into a meaningful conversation with the couple. I think I've got that right. There's a chance they're encouraging to reply within an hour, which is challenging, especially you should be enjoying your Christmas turkey. But setting up processes so you can respond quickly. We've built loads of stuff into Bridebook to help you. You have templates, so you can do a one-click reply. We also have one set, I think I've skipped one, but auto chasers, so you can set it, so you can schedule a follow-up on Bridebook. If a couple hasn't replied, you can set a template which will automatically send to your couples if they haven't responded to you. You can also, it will send push notifications when you reply as well to our couples because they're on our app. So set up your out of offices, have a friendly out of office, put a lot of content on. The worst thing you can do is have 2 weeks off, which you thoroughly deserve, then come back and all your couples have forgotten about you, or judge that, oh, they haven't replied to me for 2 weeks, I've lost trust and confidence in them. So it's really challenging. But, in your out of office over Christmas, share links to really good information, get them onto your Instagram, send them off to your Bridebook profile, showing off your real wedding catalog, things like that, so they can be engaged. And if you get a moment, or if you're able to find a member of the team to keep an eye on stuff, to quickly reply to stuff, that'll help you enormously. And then especially when you're back, those first few weeks of January, be ready to go. They're going to be incredibly busy for inquiries. You want to get your system set up for that. So even with Hedsa, we have our team who focus on our sort of sales and marketing team, but also our team who are normally running weddings, who work on the events, come and help with handling inquiries. So obviously January is very quiet, and they're trained up so we can respond as quickly as possible to our couples, which is what couples are expecting. Builds a ton of trust. You've got their attention. So looking stuff like that, implement Calendly. This is a very easy software. If you want to book people in for a show round, they can schedule it themselves. I'd recommend people doing a open house in January, get people registering for that, even if you can't respond to them instantly. So you build it up. And also just find ways to add personality over, write a fun, again, don't be too formal. We are not in, people aren't thinking they're dealing with their bank manager. We're a personal human industry. Replying with a nice bit of personality, even in your out of office, distinguishes you. If you can make someone smile, brilliant. That's a huge leap forward. These are the auto chasers. So whilst you're asleep or eating your turkey or watching the snowman, we want to be following up with your couples for you. So just set that up. That's all in there. If you go in your inbox, you can see that at the bottom. It looks like that. If you've got any questions, just reach out to us. So to summarize, engagement season's 40 days away. It's been an incredibly busy year. We're doing a bit of preparation now. We'll set you up for an amazingly successful engagement season, which sets you up for having a great year and 2 years ahead. It's a really important time. Those 4 things that we broke down that I'd focus on is collecting this as you're also front of mind to your couples who got married this year, trying to do it next year. They might have forgotten about you a little bit. So reaching out to couples, getting photos, uploading your photos, posting real weddings, collecting reviews, uploading reviews, getting Bridebook awards and other awards, collecting all of that puts you in this really strong position to stand out and build that trust and confidence. Then show off your personality as much as you can. Everyone who's in the wedding industry, it's because they love dealing with people. Like, show off that personality, and that will rise you up. And then get your pricing right. Look at that. Look at your calendar ahead. You've got gaps. Focus on that. Think of how you're going to do your pricing. Show off your pricing. That again builds trust, gets you really well set up for the year ahead. And then prepare for your own unavailability or out of office. Set up those processes. Set up your templates. Set up auto chasers as much as you can. So work can be being done for you and replies can be done for you in the most automated way. So you can relax and have a breather over Christmas, which I highly, highly encourage and everyone deserves. So time to get cracking. The holidays are just around the corner. We'll have one more of these, so I wish you happy Christmas next time. And finally, just a few shout outs to businesses across the UK and across Europe, actually. So Sawn Castle, well done for winning the most romantic venue in the UK, according to Oceanic Events. Well done to Amy Louise Photography for having so many couples reach out and tell us amazing things. You've had 11 bookings in 3 months of Private, so really well done and delight your business is thriving. Acham Hof, I hope I pronounced it right, but absolutely amazing. This is a German venue. You've had over 19 5-star reviews this year, so really exciting and a great start seeing that. Hayne House, and especially Fleur, well done on becoming a B Corp. This is an amazingly prestigious thing for such a high bar for businesses. So on sustainability and amazing practices in the business. So really well done on that. And for Christopher Kitchen Photography, congrats on your first year on Private, and it's been a pleasure having you with us. So that's it, everyone. Thank you. Our next monthly update will be on our UK wedding report, with some highlights of that, giving you some insights. The latest trends, we're going to give you a sneak peek of all the data, looking to the year ahead, what couples are looking for, what we've learned, what's changing to help your business thrive as much as possible. Team Bridebook are always here to help. If you've got any questions, reach out to us, hello@bridebook.com. Hopefully you know your team member who's looking after you, but you email hello@Bridebook, we'll connect you, or just reach out directly to your account manager. All the team are here, ready to help you succeed. And any questions, do fire them in, and suggestions and feedback. We'll send out a feedback survey and we'd love to hear all your suggestions. So I hope that's been helpful. I'll go back to the ballroom of HEDSA, give you a big wave. It is a real room, and lovely having you here, and thanks for your time. All right, speak soon. Bye-bye.